Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Man Cave Cinema. I'm John Zanetos, the owner and operator of the Man Cave Cinema, and this is episode 7. This is a special episode 7 just because we're doing it on a Sunday, and I had a conversation with a friend that inspired me to do this new rant. Now, there are a lot of streaming boxes out there, right? We all know there's Roku, there's the Amazon Fire TV, there's the Chromecast, there's Google's new box, and there are a ton of other Android boxes out there. Please do not spend the money on those other no-name brand Chinese streaming boxes. Let me tell you why, okay? Number one, what you need to remember is a product needs a force of developers behind it to be able to create more, better and better software, newer channels, newer streaming options. If you buy one of the no-name brands, forget about any type of developer support. Yes, the company may support you getting it up and running, but there won't be any developer support for it. Let me give you a quick example. I've been in the software business now for 25 years doing QA, and I've been in all kinds of industries. If there is no other support by other developers to create more and more software, run away, get away, don't even look at it, because you're just going to be wasting your money. And price alone doesn't make a difference. I've always recommended on these podcasts and on the Man Cave Cinema is get yourself a Roku box. Any of the models will do fine. The reason why, again, tons and tons of support from different developers. People creating all kinds of video channels and what have you. Not just the big boys, but a lot of people. Small little religious network things and sport things, and there's just a ton of stuff out there that if you like it, you can download it, try it out, and Bob's your uncle. The other one that we're recommending also is the Chromecast. Very simple USB thingy that plugs in the back of your TV. It does very simple things, but there's support for it. There's not a ton of support, but the most important support is there. For instance, the things I'm talking about support is being able to run Plex, having the Plex client on your device. So if you have a Plex server, Plex is one of like the biggest, most popular media server software out there, and their client software is by far the best, and they're always updating it. They're always trying to improve it. They're always trying all kinds of things. That's what I mean by developer support. Don't be fooled. I mean, some of these other boxes may not support Plex, and a lot of these sort of Android boxes, they keep on saying, oh, you can play video games and what have you with it. Wait a second. Even this goes with the Amazon TV box and the Google box. If you want to play games, some of these games that are on the Play stores are not set up to be run on a TV or a 10-foot experience. These games are made for phones and tablets. So when you try and install one of these games, you are going to be totally disappointed. And I know. I mean, the last project I worked on in the last company before they laid off a whole bunch of us was Android TV software for TVs, smart TV software. Now, we tried downloading some games for the TVs, and they looked horrible. Horrible. And then if you go look for specific sort of Android TV on the Google Play Store, there's very little stuff. So don't be conned into thinking, oh, it's Android, it's going to have a ton of stuff. No. They don't tell you that only specific items are for the 10-foot experience. Everything else is for phone and tablets. Bloop, 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 bloop. Not for TV. You get it? See, this is 720p here. It's not for TV, so don't be fooled. But I will give the Fire TV and the Fire Stick a little bit of advantage because the big players are supporting it and Amazon's behind it. See, when there's a big company behind the product, they're able to talk to developers and get them interested. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Hint, hint, Microsoft. What happened to you guys? But the same thing, even with Google. I mean, how many times have they done their Google TV thing and nobody buys it because they're not pulling it off properly. Something's missing. It's not there. And then for some reason, Roku understood it. They were like one of the first ones to support Netflix, so they understand what needs to go on these boxes. They understand what people want. They understand their developers. They've created a super simple API for them to do it. So by all means, save your money. Don't go with the crap because you're going to get buyer's remorse and you're going to be coming back to me saying, John, well, this is a piece of shit. It won't do this, this, and this. I keep on telling people, Roku, Roku, Roku. All because they know what the frick they're doing. You get it? Good. So stay away from all the other Chinese crap. Oh, I'm going to give you a really quick example. I got Amazon.ca here, the Canadian version. There's probably more crap on the American one. So for instance, the MX3 Android TV box quad core. So what if it's quad core? Don't look at specs. Specs mean nothing. It's how the people who created the box, how efficient their software is. There's no, Roku has a dual core thing, but the Roku 3 runs like circles around everything else. It's so fast. Here's another stuff. The M8 quad core. Okay, another box. Even Netgear. Netgear makes wonderful routers like I have one here, the new Nighthawk. Great stuff, but for them to run a box, what kind of support are they offering? Well, is there any developers writing for stuff? Probably Netflix, Amazon, and something else. That's it. You want more stuff. For the, what's it? Metricon G Box MX2? Forget it. Special edition XBMC. Look, I like XBMC, but it's all put together by developers who want to improve the software and they're doing it on their own and what have you. So you might not get updates as quickly as possible. Plex is now a software company designed to keep on adding more and more features. They're there to help you out as a customer. Yeah, you can pay extra money and subscribe to them so you can get early access to some of their code. But if you wait, it'll come to you eventually and you can use it. Let somebody else beta test it. You keep on using that. You keep on using whatever works for you. They have developers working on it. XBMC is just a bunch of guys sitting around, one guy here, one guy there. Oh, I'll add this code, add this code. But if you're having problems, forget about getting any help. And if you do, you got to go through forums and people get pissed off if you keep on asking the same stupid questions. Headache. No reason for headaches. If this is a hobby for you, by all means, go freaking nuts. But if you want a person who just wants to plug everything in and get going and enjoy media, Roku, Plex, done. Okay? Here's some more garbage stuff being sold on Amazon. MX3 quad core. Minix Neo X8. Jesus. Even the Western Digital TV live streaming box. Anybody have these still? When was the last time they updated the software on it? Does it still work? Does it still half decent? I don't know, man. Again, Roku's there. Roku's always in the forefront. They're moving things along. They want everybody to have the best experience. And by doing that, it allows them to sell more, but at the same time, us as customers are getting the benefit of that. So do yourself a favor, fuck the rest of the streaming boxes, stick to what you know, Roku, Fire TV, which is getting support, and Google and the Google Chrome stick. And last but not least, you Apple fans out there, if you got MacBooks, Apple, everything, your whole house is a MacBook haven, or an Apple haven, you might as well open up an Apple store at your place. Do yourself a favor and get yourself an Apple TV, and that will be tied into your whole ecosystem. Plus, there is support. Not as much support. I mean, soft like YouTube. The latest version of YouTube took a few years to get updated on the Apple TV. So there's an example. So the Roku box gets updated quicker than anything else, especially Netflix. But if you're an Apple fanboy, by all means get the Apple TV, so everything coherently works together, everything gels together. Plus, there's some support for it. It's Apple after all, so that's another option you can go. Roku, if you're not an Apple fanboy, and Chromecast. Apple TV if you're an Apple fanboy. Anyways, I think that's about it. Yet again, my name is John Zanettos, and thank you for watching the Man Cave Cinema Rant. Take care. Bye.